Larry Holley is our guest on the Hy-Vee Halftime Reports, and I was watching practice the other day, or your pre-practice.
Not illegal. Okay.
Yes, NCAA if you're watching.
Legal.
But if you hadn't been there, I might not have recognized anybody. There's a bunch of new people on your team this year.
We're trying to increase ticket sales, and we're trying to increase program sales. We think those will go up. I have to carry a roster with me. I don't know who half the guys are. I think some of them probably aren't even students here.
Well, does that get your juices flowing a little bit, though? I mean, you start with some new faces and new concepts, I would imagine. Is that a good thing for you?
Yeah, it's always fun to see how the new mesh with the returnees, and obviously we don't have a lot of returnees this year, but those that are back are working hard, showing good leadership, and but the new guys, I think it is a good group. We have 2 transfers and we have 6 freshmen. So it's a good mix, and we'll see how it all ends up. We don't have any centers on the roster except for 1 walk-on, but the work ethic is good, and I like our new group. They're freshmen except for the 2 transfers, and it'll be a challenge for each of them. But I like what we're seeing so far.
Returners from last spring. Let's talk about them a little bit. Who are you leaning on this year?
Well, we have 2 starters back. We have 1 senior, Devontae Bell, and Devontae is really a point guard who's evolved into a combo guard and ended up being the starter for us at the 2 most of the second semester last year. So he's showing very good leadership, good athlete. He's always battling some sort of neck or injury or twisted ankle or knee, but his work ethic is good, and that sets a good example for our young guys. The other returning starter is Dwight Sistrunk Jr. at the point guard position. He had a very fine freshman year. The other returnees, you have Clint McCullough, who was a backup for us at both forward and the post position last year. We have Jordan Lewis. Great work ethic. That young man was in the gym, I think, every day this summer and every day this fall, working on his game. He's a 2 guard, and he's out of Liberty High School. So, I think we have a good nucleus back, and look forward to those guys showing leadership throughout this early season. And I also want to talk about Cyril Ballon, one of our returnees. He's a junior, outstanding athlete, knows our system, and we look forward to him getting some significant playing time for us. He'll compete at both the 3 and the 4, and who knows, we may play all those guys at the 5 this year. We'll be playing either 3 guards and 2 forwards, or three forwards and 2 guards. So should be fun. He's an outstanding competitor, great athlete, and we're happy to have him back in our program for the 3rd year.
Quickly, who are some of the new players? You mentioned the transfers, and who are some of those kids we'll look at this year?
Well, I'll mention the transfers first. We have a young man out of North Platte Community College in Nebraska named Areeth Jaich, J-I-E-C-H, and he's a combo forward. He can play the 3 or the 4. Played the 4 in junior college, 6'4", probably 195. Played for a terrific coach at North Platte. It's the same program that Mohamedou Sissoko came out of a few years ago, who played center for us for 3 years. The other transfer is Alexander Hudson. AJ, as he goes by, is a sophomore eligibility-wise. As a combo guard, he's a lefty, good passer, good shooter. So he would give us, if he's playing the point, he gives us a scoring point, and certainly has the ability to score from the wing. So he'll compete for playing time at both guard positions. And then our freshman class, we have 5 recruited players, scholarship players. We signed 2 players out of Fort Osage High School who played for Josh Wilson, who played for us. Devontae Mosby was an all-state selection, as well as all-conference and all-region and all-metro and all that. He's about 6'5", about 220. He can play. He's a 3-4 type, but again, without a post player, he may be guarding a 5 some. But lefty also. I think everybody will enjoy watching him play. He plays with a lot of enthusiasm and a very physical player. Austin Regier is the other young man from Fort Osage. He's 6'6", probably 195, 2-3 type, but we may play him at the 4 or the 5. he has some length to him and great work ethic. He was an all-district player in high school and had a really nice career also at Fort Osage. We have a young man from Liberty North named Zach Starr, who had an outstanding final 2 years of his career, taking Liberty North to the state Final Four, and was an all-state player. 6'3", wing player, can play the 2 or the 3. Just one of those blue-collar guys, does all the dirty work, but can hit the open jumper, can play solid defense, good passer, very good IQ. And then also Kyle Smith. Kyle's a 6'2" guard, about the same size as Jordan Lewis, who's also a 2 guard. Really good shooter, one of the best shooters I think in the Kansas City area last year. Played at Olathe East High School, and he'll compete for playing time because of his ability to shoot the 3. The other scholarship freshman is Christopher Morrison, and Christopher was homeschooled and played for Kansas City Metro East, and 6'7", about 185, and just getting used to playing against really good competition every day. Great work ethic, has the great capacity to improve. I mean, I think perhaps we see as much improvement from him on a day-to-day basis as anybody. And even though he's inexperienced, again, because of our lack of a real physical post presence, he's going to just get some minutes on that front line. We do have one walk-on. His nickname is E. Wang, from China. Played at Blue Valley Northwest, and they won the state last year in Class 6A. He was a reserve for them, not a starter. He's a walk-on in our program, 6'8", probably 280. I probably need to look at the roster to see who I fear I've left someone out, but I think it's a good group. We look forward to working with them and excited about the possibilities.
Sistrunk, 6 seconds. Dwight Sistrunk Jr. got it! 2.6 seconds left.
Practice begins on Tuesday officially for you, and what are the dates coming up for the start of the season? And first of all, do you have any scrimmages, anything like that?
We have 2 exhibition games set up. We're playing against Living the Dream, who we've played each of the last 2 years. It's a collection of area former college players. They beat us last year by 1, and we beat them in a close game the year before. It's always a good test for us. That'll be on Monday, November 4th. On Saturday, November 9th, we will actually play at SIU Carbondale, Division I, Missouri Valley Conference. And Barry Henson is their coach, former coach at Missouri State, and the last 4 or 5 years has been one of the assistants at the University of Kansas. So we look forward to that. We then open the following weekend in the Hilliard Classic at Missouri Western State University. We'll play Missouri Western on November 15th and Northwest Missouri State on the 16th. So we open up against some great competition. I think 23 of our games are against NCAA Division II schools. So, you know, of course, we're playing 18 conference games, and the best conference in the nation. Bellarmine won the national title in 11, and Drury won it last year.
Kills me.
So 2 out of the last 3 years, a school from our league has won it. So it's a great league, great non-conference schedule. It'll be exciting.
Larry, thank you so much, and can't wait to see your team play, even if maybe we don't identify them right first.
I'll probably need to have a program on the sideline to call subs up to go into the game. So,
back with more of the Hy-Vee Halftime Report after this.